Like this. No points. Bro. Who tested this fucking update? Please tell me. Rockstar, who did this? This might be the most disrespectful GTA Online update I've ever seen in my life. They just gave zero fucks. They didn't care. They just didn't care. There's no testing, there's no quality assurance, there's nothing. Oh, did the server hamster die? No, then ship it. No, it's ready. Release it. I don't give a fuck. Goddamn. Listen, I'm not deluded, okay? I'm not expecting at this point for Rockstar to release the best GTA Online update in history. After 10 years of the goddamn game being alive. I mean, 10 years ago, I wasn't finger fucking people. We're talking about two separate, completely different stages of my life, okay? It has been a long time now. And I wouldn't be upset if they just retire the fucking game. I mean, they stabilize it until GTA 6 comes out, you know? When I'm fucking dead or something. So just stabilize the game, give up on this, please, and move on. But they didn't do that. I wouldn't judge, I would actually respect that, but they didn't do that. They released... What's the purpose of this whole mission? Whatever that fucking shit was. Now don't worry, this is not gonna be a technical review. I'm not gonna showcase every single feature they added, which I could count with my hands if we're gonna go down that path. I want to do a more of an organic review. What do you feel like you get and what do you truly get? And the reality is the biggest, or the emphasis on this whole update is exactly 9 missions. I'm not joking. It's a total of actual 9 missions. The main content of the update is 9 missions. Right, so let's check what Project Overthrow is exactly. So, okay, so you have locked missions, but I only see 6 windows, so that's giving me a little bit of a fucking trigger right here. I wouldn't be really upset if these missions actually progress something.
Uncle Sam no longer sees Merryweather as a viable business partner.
We kicked them out, TL. We are the shit right now. We're pretty much the only reference for private military services. And there's no way Merryweather...
For all your private security needs. How can I help?
Right, so that seems like Merryweather's pretty active. In fact, they're working for us. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. And here's where Rockstar shows their true skill in making us appreciate the previous DLC. Not because they were good DLCs, but by comparison, they weren't as dog shit as a new update. Rockstar has a really incredible skill in that. But with Drug Wars, you could at least have an RV where you could make your own sleeping pills for middle-aged wives, you know? At least that was something. But as I've seen many highlight, the biggest feature in this game is the removal of multiple features. I mean, for anyone who checks the patch notes, it looks good, you know, they implemented the claim alls, you know, little option that you get to claim all vehicles all at once. Until you remember, we already had that. So, thank you Rockstar for undoing your own shit. And then the Avenger, that is supposed to be the main protagonist, right? The main thing about this whole update, since you can buy a terminal and do shit in it, you would expect the functionalities would be maximized, but once again, Rockstar seems to be allergic to making fun activities for their actual players that still hang on to this godforsaken fucking online game. Calm down, Silver. Calm down. But I mean, it's true. Why implement so many things and lock us out from doing missions in the way that we want to?
Says the raw materials ready to roll. Should be on the back of an off-road transport inside the container.
This makes a mission a little bit easier, but I'm gonna do something cool. I'm gonna drop it off Fast and Furious style, you know what I mean? We're gonna Vin Diesel this bitch. Let's do this. Fast and Furious time. Let's go! Exciting loading screen here. Totally seamless transition into the action. What the fuck? Rockstar! It was so simple. Let's just let us drive off the fucking thing. Drive off the vehicle from the fucking Avengers, man. Like, I can't with Rockstar, man. These are so basic, man. I'm not asking too much, man. I'm just asking to be able to just drop myself off an Avenger, man. I thought were able to do this. I remember doing that shit. So seriously, in the mission they just don't allow us? Why? Why are they locking us out of the fun? Now sure, I could do like the Los Santos Drug Wars video and take you with me down the rabbit hole of disappointment. If there was even things to be disappointed about. Not that there wasn't bad stuff in this update, it's just that there's not a lot of content. Like, at all. I started playing at 8:30 p.m, had about half an hour, went to dinner. So only a half hour. So essentially, all calculated, it would be around 3 hours at most of actual gameplay that I had on with this update. And I've experienced everything. But I guess the biggest offenders specifically for this DLC would be the lack of logic that we already witnessed all this time with Rockstar.
Once you're over the city, you're clear. They won't bring this mess around civilians.
Why? Why? It's almost as if Merriweather doesn't attack you in a city. What the fuck is he talking about, man? I'm not gonna question it anymore, man. The fucking lore for GTA 5 is absolutely destroyed. I'm not gonna ask anymore. But they took it an extra notch this time. Okay. What's the whole fucking thing about the air? Like, he's saying, oh, you need anti-air defenses, right? Oh, look out! You have, you know, anti-air missiles. You know, you gotta destroy them. Oh, you have a Raju. That's cool. You're just gonna have to escape on a fucking vehicle either way. This is a 4-door. Even if you have a full squad, you can get into one vehicle. Bro, what? That's it. What the fuck do I need the anti-air?
Must be online because I got a new dot on my radar. Good luck with that.
What's the purpose of this whole mission? Oh, they're gonna send a chopper, man. We could talk about the fact that they have like these 3 missions that you can do in free mode, all of them being essentially quite recycled. In fact, you have a carrier mission now, and you'd think, oh, that's cool, that's another mission that we get with a carrier, but they removed the previous carrier mission, which...
And the business battle on the aircraft carrier has been disabled.
Again, I don't know, don't ask. But essentially all of them having the samey feeling. Yeah, sure, in the first one, you get an airstrike, you call it in, even though you have to have an animation where it stops your character because Rockstar is unable to do dynamic animations. In fact, they didn't even create a new animation like a radio talk that they already have. They picked a phone. Yeah, a mercenary with fucking walkie-talkies and all this technology using a phone to send an airstrike. There's, again, lack of logic, don't ask me. But how many times do we have to talk about the point about doing missions in free mode? No one likes that. Because here comes John Doe that has nothing to do with the job that we're doing, ruining our shit for no reason, no gain whatsoever. Oh no. Oh no. This fucking prick is coming for me, isn't he? Yeah, alright, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm the one. Fucking assholes, man. I didn't do shit and he attacked me, man. Oh, GTA Online, the best community in the world. There we go. Hacker man. Even though I will say that the mission the carrier at least had one thing going for them. Okay, but okay, for your son, yeah.
The music, by the way. I'll play this anytime your chances of survival are below 20%.
All right, I appreciate that, Rockstar, I appreciate that. Now we could also discuss the payouts. Now the payouts for those 3 missions that I just talked about, the free roam missions, there's like 2 sets of missions. One is like pretty much like a storyline kind of thing, and 3 that you, let's be honest, there's no fucking difference. But the 3 missions that you can do in free roam do pay well. Now I wasn't really sure how the mechanism worked, because as soon as I did one job, the money went down on that one, so it definitely goes down. For 45, I guess that's still cool, but then when I checked it again, the payout increased substantially.
Yeah, boy.
The fuck happened? How the fuck did this go up? You don't get paid that well just on the first time. You get paid that much or even more on the next attempts, which I guess it's kind of cool. It's always shitty that they only do that once, you know, your first time you get paid more. I guess that can be cool, but then we direct this conversation to the same topic. GTA Online's economy is completely shacked. On one side, yeah, sure, you don't want to have a low payout because that wouldn't even be worth your time. But then you understand that doing these missions are pretty much the most efficient way to get money, which shouldn't, because you're doing like very simple contact, like let's be honest, they're just like contact missions. And when you're supposedly running a whole fucking empire of narcotics, that shit doesn't count for shit. That shit is not as efficient and doing some jobs on some wacko over and over, the same mission. How does that even that doesn't make sense. It's just, again, do not question. But the reality is the economy is broken, and at this point, maybe it is a good thing that Rockstar is just giving us a shit ton of money so that we can buy whatever we want, play for 3 hours and leave. And even that, I mean, just play on PC, put some mods in, and you try the new vehicles with no hustle. Then the restrictive gameplay, which is again, I think in every single update they never fix this issue. You get an Avenger that is cool to drop bombs on, and there's a mission where you drop bombs, like, you know, it's Vietnam, it's very fucking cool, but then they disable that just because you have to use the cannons, there you go, to check out where the crate is under the water, which again, there's also another breach of fucking logic. Well, I don't give a fuck. I want the bombs, man. I'm clicking. I fucking give up. Now, obviously, as I started the video, we get a little bit of understanding that, you know, I was quite, you know... Who fucking tested this update, man? Non-aggressive and very passive about this. But there's absolutely no fucking testing or quality assurance whatsoever in this update. Jesus, this is scary a little. Oh, okay. The AI is a bit... There he goes, man. I'm gonna fuck him up. Is it crashing? Is it gonna crash down? Is it gonna crash? That man killed himself. Both of them! Oh no! Oh, the AI is worse than I thought, man. It's not extremely buggy, but it's just... You can tell no one actually tested this. No one... There's like a skeleton crew of 2 interns that made this fucking update. I would bet my left testicle that they didn't employ more than 3 people for this update. It can't be. I hope not. Now, sure, I gotta be fair for a little bit here, okay? There were somewhat some fun moments that weren't really, I guess, a result of the update, but the update did create missions that allow us to have that kind of fun, like headbutting fucking helicopters. That's kind of fun though. That's kind of fun. Now, even if the AI couldn't rub 2 brain cells together, it was somewhat fun to do dogfighting with them. Mind you, they weren't attacking me. I don't think they were mentally capable of such. But it sure did make me feel a little bit of like Tom Cruise with those close calls when I was head on with them. Oh shit. Sure, Tom Cruise on morphine, because I felt like I was picking on little kids, but I mean, it was something, I guess. There was also one mission where you, at some point, I don't know why they focus doing the mission when you're stationary on the Avenger shooting helicopters, when once you start moving, that's when the fun begins and you actually have to lead your shots. Actually create some sort of challenge. And you feel like you're shooting on a AC-130 from fucking Modern Warfare. It was really cool. Oh, wait, we're flying? I take it back, Rockstar. I take it back. Look at you. Oh, now this is fun. Now this. Best mission in the update right here. I just don't know why they didn't. Again, Rockstar has the potential, and it's clear that it is easy to do the thing that we want them to do. To do a mission where you're just literally sniping helicopters while you're high speed on the Avenger. But they just... I don't know, they just don't give a fuck. I don't find any other explanation. So in the end, the conclusion that I can draw about this update is that there's somewhat of a few fun moments. This is not the worst update of them all, but the reason why I say it is the most disrespectful update is because you can understand there was absolutely no fucking care in it. It was an update that was mostly used to remove most of the content that we already had, like vehicles that were available on the shop, now we're not gonna have them for some reason. I don't know who complained about having too many cars in the fucking website, but I guess Rockstar knows more than us. And even though these missions can be somewhat fun, I mean, you play them once, really. There's not like I said, there's no dynamic perspective on these missions. So they're always the same, in the same location, with the same guys, with the same route, and the same plot. There's nothing changing. At least with Cayo Perico, you could do things differently if you wanted to at some point. But here, it's linear. There's nothing more to it. So do these little moments compensate? Absolutely not. As I said, I just think at this point Rockstar needs to drop the white flag and just stop with the updates. Just let it die. Have some dignity, Rockstar. GTA Online is done.